Hi guys, welcome to this video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my everyday makeup routine and just a little like YouTuber disclaimer and like 14-year-old disclaimer. I know that I'm really young to be wearing makeup and I don't wear this like every day. I don't really wear any makeup to school at all. Sometimes I'll put on mascara and fill in my eyebrows, but that's all. I don't wear like foundation or anything. Let's just get into this video. It's also kind of a favorites video, so I'm going to be mentioning just some things that I really like to use. But yeah, let's just get on to the video. So I'm going to put this headband on, or I use my cat ears, but today I'm going with this one. I'm aware that it doesn't look very nice, you know. Even though I don't put like foundation here or anything like that, I still like to put my hair back. The first thing that I personally do is I put on this vitamin E cream, and this is just my daily moisturizer. I have dry skin. My skin is not oily, but I do have like shiny areas like my nose and here, kind of like my T-zone area. But yeah, I still have very dry skin, so this just has a pump and I get about that much, only a little bit, and I just put it on my face. And this is quite thick, so it takes me a while to blend it out. So also I'm going to be looking in the mirror behind me like I did with my last video, just because I need a mirror to see what I'm doing. So next thing that I'm doing is my eyebrows. I always start off with my eyebrows just to get them over and done with. But before I do that, I like to apply a lip balm. Out of all the lip balms I have, I chose Vaseline. For my eyebrows, I use the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. And I'm in the shade number 5, so it's the second darkest shade. My eyebrows are pretty dark, but I also have to go really light with this, so I can't see what I'm doing. I want to do a full brow routine where I'm like actually showing you up close, but just for today I'm going to be looking in the mirror because I can't see what I'm doing at all. So that is my brow done. It does look a lot darker, but it's still like very neutral. It probably looks a lot darker on camera, but I'm telling you now, I can still see like areas that are like kind of sparse and things like that. But yeah, I do that and I comb it out, and then I go do my other eyebrow. Okay, so I'm aware that I look kind of crazy because I don't have anything else on except my eyebrows, so it looks really dark, but trust me, it kind of like, I don't know, fades into it, but I just keep combing it until I'm happy with like the naturalness of it. So then I let my eyebrows go for a second and let them have a rest. I don't know. Anyways, my eyebrows look crazy right now because I have like all kind of brown around it, because when I comb it out to make it more natural, it kind of goes a little bit everywhere. So I clean that up in a second. But first I have to do my face and under eye concealer. So these are my two favorite concealers. We have a drugstore and a high-end one. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Light, and I have been using this for like a month now. Yeah, a month, and I really like it. And then Maybelline Fit Me I've been using for probably like a year, and mine is in the shade 15 Fair. So I'm going to use this under my eyes and this for like any pimples that I have or red spots that I want to cover. To blend it, I'm using the Kit Blender Sphere. This is amazing. I feel like it's the next best thing to the Beauty Blender. So the next thing I do is set the under eyes. I take Rimmel's Stay Matte in the shade 001 Transparent, and I take a foundation stippling brush, but I use this to pack on the under eye powder just because my concealer creases really easily. And then just for like the T-zone, I use this. And then for the rest of my face, I just use a massive powder brush. I just dust this everywhere else. Back to the eyebrows, I use the Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer to kind of highlight and clean up my eyebrows. And I also use the Revlon eyebrow brush. I got this in like an eyebrow kit, and it just has an angled brush, and then this side, which I use to kind of blend out the under part. And I'm also going to be using a mirror for this, so I won't be chatting it through, but yeah, about that much is enough. So for like the under part of my eyebrows, now that they look really weird, I take like the other side of the brush and I just kind of blend it out. And then for the upper part, taking the blender again, the blending sponge, and I'm just blending the upper part. And I kind of go like this. Then I just go back in with this and I take the spool part of it and I just lightly comb it out. And boom, we have squared off eyebrows. I have to say today I did them a little bit full on, but usually I go a little bit more natural than that. But I suppose because I don't have my big mirror in front of me, it's really hard to do. Trust me. Sometimes what I do is I take the Stay Matte powder again, and I just take it on a little clean eyeshadow brush, and I just kind of set it. So the next thing that I do, I only do this sometimes. Usually I kind of like stop at this point and just put on mascara and something on my lip, but sometimes I go in with like a little bit of blusher and bronzer if I'm really feeling it. So this one here is actually an eyeshadow and it's by Essence. It's Essence The Velvets in the shade Coral Me Maybe 08, and it's a velvety, soft and long-lasting eyeshadow. But personally, I think it's a really pretty blush. I just take my big powder brush and then I just kind of smile. Also, there's a mirror like right over there. That's why I keep looking over there, just to see if it looks good in the distance. So I'm just going to blend that out with my blender. If I'm like feeling like really brave and I want to use blush, I also sometimes use this. This is the Maybelline Master Contour face palette. I do love highlight, like it's cool, but I don't really wear it myself just because I feel like that's too intense for me. So bronzer and blusher is enough for me. And I'm taking for my bronzer the Too Faced Gingerbread Cookie one, and this is the gingerbread one of the only ones I have. I have another one in like this palette, but it's not very good. So I just kind of put that like right under the blush, and I like half smile. As you can see, I don't know what I'm doing. It's a really ugly face, but I do it anyways. And I only take a smidge of that and then I blend it in again. Now that I'm thinking about this tutorial, it's kind of very, very similar to Maddie Ziegler's tutorial that she just did. If you guys don't know, I'm a big fan of Dance Moms. I'm not a dancer, but I really like Dance Moms. And I also really like Maddie Ziegler. And I just watched her YouTube video. I didn't actually get inspiration from that. I've been wanting to film this for ages. And now that I'm thinking about it, we have pretty much the same routine, and it's kind of embarrassing. Oh god. Oh, look at my muscles. Do I actually have muscles? No, don't have muscles. My next step is mascara and curling my eyelashes. So personally, my eyelashes are pretty curly in general, but I just like to go like this twice. I don't like to hold it for long. I have like 20 billion favorite mascaras, but I'm going to show you my favorites currently. First one is the Benefit They're Real, and I'm actually getting the full size of this soon because this is running out and I love it. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. And another one is L'Oreal, what is this called? False Lash Telescopic Mascara. This is really good for just natural lashes. And then another one of my favorites, which is not very good for long wearing, I feel, but I still really like it. It's the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I think I'm going to wear this one today, and then I might put a little bit of this on my bottom lashes, even though I don't like putting on bottom lash mascara. That's just how I am. And there are the eyelashes done. I'm going to take my Too Faced lip injection thing. I don't use it for the purpose of making my lips look bigger. I just use it because it's a really good clear gloss. And then I just apply that and I'm done. And another one of my favorites is this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. All-time favorite lip gloss. But yeah, I also really like this one. Then sometimes if I'm feeling like my eyebrows aren't going to stay in place, I'll use the Essence Lash and Brow Gel. So here we have the finished makeup look. This is a bit intense for me. I don't usually wear this much, but if I'm going to wear a whole lot of makeup, this is what I'll wear. So I thought I would film it for you guys, and excuse the messy background now. I'm just gonna... So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.